goals. Even Arsenal, it was about 4 goals in that game. Rivers of goals everywhere in the Champions League. I enjoyed yesterday's game. I sat down, I was following all the games. In fact, I was following them back to back. I couldn't even keep up again because once I'm moving from this game to another game, they have scored in the other game. So it was just a fantastic game. Good game for Arsenal. Arsenal beat Bayern Munich at home. Comfortable, I won't say comfortable win, but a good win for Arsenal. For Real Madrid, they scored 4, even though they considered 3. They have injury problems at back. For Liverpool, Liverpool are in trouble. Liverpool are in big mess. They lost at home at Anfield in back-to-back games. They lost against PSG 4 goals to 1. It was a crazy game for Arne Slot and his team. He needs to start fixing up whatever it is that is wrong with his team. But fantastic game for PSG. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Gordon. Today we'll talk about the Champions League and the English teams playing in the Europa League and the Conference League. Good morning, Nasu.
Good morning, Godwin. Reverse of goals yesterday. My man, 7 minutes hat-trick, which is one thing you've not seen in a very long time, and 4 goals in total in one game. Again, Liverpool, I'll ask myself, I like just Godwin asks, who we offend? Who did Ancelot offend? Because Arne has lost, and this is the 3rd time in a row they are losing with 3 goals margin. I think the last time it happened was around 1950 something. They never bombed me that time.
I think
1953 November to 1954 January. 3 heavy, and they lost 3 games heavily with margins of 3 goals and above. I've not seen that happen. I wasn't born by then. I'm not even sure Nigeria was independent by that time. But again, another disappointing result for Liverpool. I was saying to John last night, we need to start. I think it's high time Ancelot gives all the players hair dryer treatment.
Good morning, John.
Yes, a good morning to you. It was 32 goals in total last night in the Champions League round of games. A phenomenal win all around. Any way you want to cut it, when it rains, it pours, and somehow it keeps pouring for Liverpool. Somebody needs to get them an umbrella, otherwise they're going to be drenched. Yes, good morning to you listening to me. Good morning to every Super Sports fan out there and all our football maniacs live with us on YouTube every day or more. You guys are the best. You guys are the best.
Yeah, remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can always go there, drop your comments, and we'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Today, we'll talk about the Champions League again because yesterday I was just enjoying myself. Like I was enjoying back-to-back goals. Mbappe scoring the hat-trick in just 8 minutes. Arsenal coming back after a disastrous first half to come back to win Bayern Munich and play Bayern Munich in the second half to win 3 goals to 1. Liverpool being trashed at home. So a lot of things to talk about in yesterday's game. Okay, the result of yesterday's game, they started early and goals were pouring in from the early kickoff. So we'll give you the result of the early kickoff. Pafos and Monaco played a 2-2 draw, 4 goals in that game.
Pafos.
Yeah, they got a 1 point in that game. Copenhagen 3, qarabag 2, 5 goals in that game. Then we move on to the 9 o'clock games. 9 o'clock games. Olympiacos 3, Real Madrid 4. It was a fantastic game for Mbappe. He scored 4 in that game. Sporting Lisbon beat Club Brugge 3 goals to 0. Frankfurt lost at home to Atalanta. Lookman scored and got an assist in that game. They won that game 3 goals to 0. Liverpool won PSV 4. Disastrous game for Arne Slot and Liverpool. I don't even know what to say, but when you banter somebody, there's a way they will keep losing. You got the pity them. Now pity I don't pity them because I can't even banter Liverpool again because.
But if now Man U, all of now get straight to banter.
No, they pity Man U.
We don't pity nobody.
Okay, other results. Atletico Madrid beat Inter Milan 2 goals to 1. And Arsenal beat Bayern Munich 3 goals to 1. Fantastic for Arsenal. Talking about PSG beat Tottenham 5 goals to 3. 8 goals in that game. I couldn't even keep up with all the goals again. I had to watch the highlights because they will keep scoring.
I had 2 screens in front of me.
Goals everywhere.
PSG was standby. Real Madrid was standby. Then others can come in at each place whenever they score their goals.
PSG won that game 5 goals to 3. Even though that Spurs went ahead in that game twice, but they consider 5.
Now they are one drive the matter go.
Okay, let's start with that game, PSG versus Spurs. I don't know. Spurs went ahead in that game. Richardson scored the first goal, and we were thinking, okay, something will happen. They equalized. PSG equalized. They scored again, making it 2-1. That is Spurs making it 2-1, but
Look at the problem.
Vitinha started scoring all his hat-trick.
You go one.
No,
You
you
go
have
one.
to
No,
give
see,
that
you
man
have to give it to PSG.
maximum
You have to give it to
respect.
PSG midfield. You go one ahead. I think in the fourth 30 something minute, and 10 minutes later, PSG responded, and I'm like, okay, fine. Will Tottenham have a response for them if PSG goes ahead? That was the next question that came to my head. And Tottenham went ahead the second time, and in less than 4 minutes, though 4 minutes on the clock, PSG came back, and they were playing like that. And I said, it's time for PSG to go ahead. Let's see if Tottenham can fight back. And PSG went ahead, and that was the end of the game for Tottenham. It was like it was the mentality of we don't have to go down, because once we go down by goal margin, we're in trouble. And for them, I feel like that defensive tactics no dey work. Even if you go ahead 5 times in that game, PSG will still come back 5 times in that game.
Play the same formation against Arsenal.
Now this one had more bodies in midfield
How?
than in defense. No, it had
How?
more bodies in midfield. In the Arsenal game, everybody sat pretty deep. Like
I
everybody
disagree
sat.
with you, man.
There was like about 6 defenders in that game against
I disagree
Arsenal.
with
But in
you.
this one, there was about 5 defenders, you can understand, and 2 attack. Kolomani and
and
you get there was more bodies in the offensive play as opposed to the Arsenal game. But again, it was not enough to put caution to the PSG defense, because McQueen was there for halfway line.
Everybody knows that PSG is going to hold the ball.
QED, nothing you can do.
What I want to talk about Tottenham
mm-hmm.
is that when Frank took over, they asked him what was the plan. He said they have to be brave, they have to attack, and they have to take risk.
And they have to defend.
And they have to take risk, meaning that
you will play offensive football.
Irrespective of what happens,
you will play offensive football. But why you can't meet big team? Because sit pack trailer. And what's what you the pack trailer with defenders must have been defend.
Godwin, I'm going to come into this discussion now from the formation setup. It's one thing. This is why whenever you see a manager, when you see a credible manager, you watch the action on the pitch to line up with what he says in the post-match or pre-match conference. And the action on the pitch is in opposite direction. How can you say you want to be brave, you want to attack, you want to do ABC? Everybody that has a wish list can go ahead and say, I want to be like Obi Kubana or whatever. But you on the pitch, bro, we are seeing 5 rock-solid defenders. This is a game that is won and lost in midfield. And look at the 3 guys you have in that midfield.
No, kudos to them.
And
I
Sam.
know. Salute for those 3.
That midfield was totally empty, bro.
That
totally
midfield try, I beg.
Nothing you want to tell me. Totally empty. I disagree with you, man.
I
would have, in this encounter against PSV, I would have played a 4-2-3-1 formation in that game and have more bodies in the midfield so that we can neutralize the PSG attack. But you say you want to sit deep and hit on the break. Bro, how many times are you going to do that and come away with it? PSG have the engine to run for 190 hours if you want it. You can't keep up.
The thing about holding the ball, for example, people don't understand. For me, I watch football somehow. Why Arsenal look like they have strength for a whole 90 minutes, but they don't chase around the ball most often, so they are with the ball.
That was why Liverpool was like they were touching last season.
It's like they are even when you are with the ball, they find a way to not run around, chase you around. Apart from the 2 guys that are pressing, the midfield takes shape, so they don't actually run around too much. But if you are probably like a sports team that keep chasing the balls, keep chasing, you get tired. But it was a fantastic game for PSG. PSG is the defending champion. Dembele is back from injury.
Kudos to Vitinha, man. Last
Yeah,
night,
Vitinha.
10/10
Even though he made a mistake for one of the goals for
the second goal.
the 3rd goal actually.
Okay,
but
the
that
third
comeback
goal.
and he scored a penalty to score a hat-trick. So Vitinha is one of the best midfield in the world, and he has in his partner Ruiz scored a goal in that game. When Spurs wanted to play out from the back, I don't even know why people try to. If you don't have the player to do this,
Thank you.
No.
you.
I don't understand.
I don't know for you, but I feel like Tottenham Hotspur has the players to play around the back.
I disagree with you, man.
Romero is very
Not
comfortable.
against the PSG
now,
side.
You now talk about the opponents who can press.
Romero
Romero
against
is
the
a good
PSG side.
because you talk about players' ability on the ball. And Romero has a very good top quality. Pedro Peru,
I think
Van der Ven, they both have quality on the ball.
The quality you have on the ball, when your goalkeeper gives you the ball, and when you have somebody bearing down on you, we saw it against them. These guys, we meant the other game. We saw it against another defender as well. Too, for
and they know how to escape pressure.
Most times I don't really question coaches to do that. Is that it's practice. You do it and you get it right. So let's leave. That's why I don't really want to bother with Frank. But I'm here to see his style of play for Spurs. If he's going to be defensive or offensive. But he He started with attacking team when he started the league, and he was winning a couple of games, but recently he have changed to more defensive style. But let's see. But a fantastic game for PSG. Remember, they are the defending champions, and they beat Tottenham at home 5-3. Okay, let's move on to the other game that happened in the Champions League. Fantastic game everywhere. Let's talk about Arsenal. Arsenal beat Bayern Munich 3-1. Arsenal in the first half wasn't here and there. It looks like Bayern Munich was going to press them and outplay them in the first half. At some point, the possession was around 70-30 against Arsenal. But suddenly in the second half, Arsenal came out alive, and Bayern Munich did not even play any other thing in that second half. Arsenal, I don't know what Arteta told them in that second half, but they came out fighting. Fantastic game for both teams. Both teams had 12 points. Both teams have been perfect. Bayern Munich have scored more goals than everybody in the Champions League. They have scored. Arsenal have defended. They have not considered a goal. They considered one yesterday. If you look at that game in general, fantastic game for both teams, but Arsenal just came out on top.
Yes, fantastic game for both teams. I want to come back and say that forever and ever, maximum respect to Mikel Arteta. Maximum respect forever and ever. All the subs yesterday, spot on. The setup, spot on. The most important thing Arteta has done for Arsenal is giving them that fundamental of, bro, you fight for your teammates, you go for every duel, you cannot sit back and expect somebody to get the ball to you. You have to go and play that type of standard of football. Arteta set the temperature in the oven, and everybody has to keep up to that temperature. You ship out, and we are seeing it play out in this game. Arsenal were not necessarily desperate to go and do something. They relaxed to let the game come to them. Bayern Munich wanted to come out, attack, dominate. Of course, they had the whole unbeaten run coming into this encounter.
The last time they lost again is when they lost at the Club World Cup. They have not lost a single game
since that time. Over about 18 games or thereabouts. So it's just that you see the way, like Nonso said something yesterday that Arsenal bench keep winning games for them, but this is what we've been crying out for. All the Arsenal fans out there for the last couple of 5, 6, 7 years, that why is it that when one player goes,
on the bench?
Why is it that when one player goes, I remember 2 or 3 seasons consecutively. First, it was Saka going on injury. Arsenal season died off. Second, it was Gabriel. The third one was Saliba. And
even that Gabriel season was still off as well.
But bro, look at this, the team.
Talking about defense now, so look at that defense. Last at the weekend against Spurs, it was Henkepe that played. This one is for Mosquera. Nobody noticed the difference.
Unassuming, the funny thing about Mosquera, you know go fit. The guy not even they do both, like say they do.
So both him and Saliba Marshall came in that game.
Like I said before, I said if you have a very functional midfield, there will be cover for the defense.
Last I get from that midfield, there was
if you have a very fundamental.
That's one of the match.
If you have a very functional midfield, your defense will be top notch. Now, because to give your defense shield, but whenever they break the midfield, your defense know that okay, they've broken this trap here. This is where we cover. And that was what Arsenal did yesterday. If you look at Rice yesterday, was top of the game yesterday. Zubimendi, oh boy, it was unplayable. Then the centre backs. I will not take credit away from the centre back for Arsenal. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. The only place Arsenal has quality over Bayern Munich is the centre back pairing. I said it before. The defensive pairing, Arsenal is, no matter what say Jonathan Tah and the rest of them, up Meccano, Arsenal is 5x. But that midfield, I think midfield yesterday was one thing I have to give credit to Arsenal.
Now, you said that they're going to play Arsenal in midfield, but it didn't even work.
But it worked.
In the first half,
it worked. But
it didn't work. I said it yesterday.
It worked.
I said, excuse me, I said it yesterday. That the only player in that midfield I consider is Pavlovic. For all the talk about Kimmich,
even the Pavlovic have no function.
For all the talk about Kimmich and Goretzka, Amake yesterday, we saw it.
Kimmich, that pass, that goal from him to that pass from Kimmich to
vision pass,
vision. Fantastic pass.
I'm telling you, when I scout player for any club, that player is supposed to be Ballon d'Or because they also scout and come out.
Okay. What happened to Neuer?
Okay, Timber scored the first goal from a corner from a set piece. Obviously, Arsenal is good. Everybody knows that Arsenal is good with set piece.
Arsenal set piece FC.
Yeah, and Timber scored. So Timber scored the first goal in the 22nd minute. It was 1-0 for the Arsenal. Then Carl scored in the 32 minute of that game.
Very
from Kimmich to Gnabry, from him to Carl. So they just tapped it into an empty net. I knew when I was
When you saw the
I
pass
was
from
following
Kimi.
Real Madrid game. When I saw that goal, I know that it's not going to have to be an extra other goal for Arsenal to concede. When I saw that goal, I said, okay, that this goal,
It's excusable.
Yeah,
It's
this goal
excusable.
enter well. But Arsenal came out in the second half a different beast altogether, and substitution won them the game. Madueke first, then Martinelli. That third goal, I don't know what the goalkeeper is doing there.
Now,
Sweeper keeper, I don't know
Ask
what
me
I am
question.
sweeping.
now,
What are
now,
you
now,
sweeping?
Ask me question.
there was no distance on the ball for you to come out and clear your
It
line.
was like
There was no. The ball was
it's not
just.
necessary.
The ball was just to the leg of the person running, not far
yes,
to chase. Because if it was far to chase,
you can cover.
you can cover. You can come out and charge. But it
The
was
ball
very
dropped-
close.
Dropped
Close
to
proximity.
Martinelli's leg.
It dropped for a lap, like it dropped for a lap. You have like they serve you food for top your lap. You're not supposed to shift share, go carry her for table. You don't come out to carry that kind of ball, and that was the problem. I think that was what I told John. The problem for offensive goalkeepers is just this. Offensive goalkeepers, now their problem with this. Ederson, Alisson, the other guy, Ortega.
But the
Even
Bayern
even
too much. His own.
no, that too much. That's
His
telling
own
for
is too
Baka.
much.
Schnezny, now their problem with this. That's like many managers who want an offensive goalkeeper, but also want somebody that is very defensive that knows how to stay in the box 18.
Rice won the man of the match in that game. Rice is a fantastic player with the energy he brings to Arsenal. Somebody was saying something. Somebody can be this good. Nobody talks about how much Arsenal bought him because everybody knows that he was. In fact, he's supposed to give West Ham.
Give them 1 naira extra. 1 naira extra.
Complete them.
1 naira extra. West Ham no
He's
go
supposed to
see.
give West Ham maybe 20 million to thank them.
Thank you.
$10.
I don't talk.
See, they talk
See, you know,
$20
person
million.
we know how far.
Yeah.
I don't want to say make Arsenal give us like 15 million to tell us thank you for the
Yeah.
He's supposed
Rice.
to give West Ham thank you for because Rice has been. The thing about Rice is that
You know-
the thing about Rice
They
is
give an armband.
yes, the thing about Rice is he's consistent. He hardly have an off day. Even when everybody's having an off day, Rice hardly have an off day. He is when it comes to consistency, he is Mr. Consistency.
And he's not your best player now, so
Man,
don't-
it
don't
was
ask
not
for
my
the
best
extra.
player at the time.
As John just said, quality for Arsenal won them the game. Madueke entered the game and scored his first
KWD,
goal for
Chelsea
Arsenal
fans,
and scored his
take
first
heart.
Champions League goal as a player too. He did not play for Champions League for Chelsea. So he scored the first Champions League goal and scored for
When he
Arsenal.
signed for Chelsea, we want to play
So
Champions League.
fantastic game for Madueke. Then Martinelli scored to make it 3-1 for Arsenal. Arsenal was very very comfortable in that second half. Saliba and Mosquera marshaled both came. Even when Justin came in, marshaled both strikers very very well. That's why I'm keep talking about units. Arsenal, apart from individual brilliance, the unit of that defense.
Yes.
They noticed, for example, that Lewis Kelly was being exploited. Only say
They brought in
once they
Calafiori,
brought in
sharp.
Calafiori, everywhere shut
Everywhere
down.
lock.
So Arsenal is good when it comes to defensive, and they find a way to. So if you play low
Because
block,
only said that persons are being run.
if you play
That's
low,
what would have been a very
if you play
terrible sub.
low block, Arsenal will score you with a corner kick.
Olise Saviron, no talk that.
If you attack them, they will break you down and score. So Arsenal is basically one of the most complete, and they are doing it without a striker. So congratulations to Arsenal, and Odegaard is back from injury. So they have only 3 players remaining to recover. That is Jesus,
Kai
Kai Havertz, and
and
Gyökeres. Just
Victor.
3 players. Once they bring in, Arsenal will not be a complete team. To play. Arsenal have played 5 games in this Champions League and they have won all 5. They are the only team now that have won all their games. They have 15 points on the table and considered only
Don't end up like
1
Liverpool.
goal.
The biggest kudos should go to Andrea Beta, not Ateta.
Whatever it is, Arteta is still managing the team. So, but let's see, fantastic game for Arsenal. They beat Bayern Munich, unbeatable Bayern Munich, because they have not even lost again. This is the first game they are losing this season. Arsenal beat them 3-1. Okay, let's move on to other games that happened in the Champions League. Liverpool are in trouble.
Yes.
Liverpool are in biggest trouble in this life. And his slot is in trouble.
Oh wow.
Oh,
In fact,
man.
Anfield is not Anfield. You know, when like 3, 4, 5 years ago, when you are going to play
Even
at
last
Anfield,
year.
Barcelona collected 4 goals to 1 or 4
No,
goals to
you're
0.
going far.
Now something is happening at Liverpool. Nobody can explain it. They lost at home to PSV, not PSG. PSV 4 goals to 1. The first goal was crazy. I didn't understand why Van Dijk has to just raise his hand. I don't even understand what is happening with Liverpool. Everybody is scattered. Konate lost, I think, the third goal. He missed the kick when they considered the third goal. So both Konate and Van Dijk are just been messing up their defense. But fantastic game for PSG. It's not easy to go again. It's not easy to go to Anfield and score 4 goals.
Considering 7 goals in the last 2 games.
It's great at home.
Total of 10 in the last 3 games. Even Man United don't do this one. Even more come back. Maybe with one pattern. Even Man United, who we know, don't do this one. Considering 10 goals in 3
Man
games.
United don't know they whine me. They whine me. Go check last season. No,
10 goals in 3 last season.
Don't even come
No,
and
go and
cap.
check the number.
Don't even come and
3
cap.
games, 10 goals
It's
in
that
3
one.
games. Man United don't do. And again, this is one of the. Like I said it in the weekend. I said it on Monday that this Liverpool team is very, very unserious. No matter how much you say they are buying players, they brought in a couple of players in. Hugo Ekitike started in this one, and what was his performance like? Very poor. Though he could do it, he had to do what he had to do, but again, performance was very poor. Brought in Isak in the second half just to at least get a comeback, and you see that there was no creating chances in the midfield. There was, I think, for me, I'll just say, like John will say, whether they are fatigued or so, but me, I feel like they were serious because you just won trophy. Teams do treble, which means they won almost all the trophies of the season, and they still come in the next season to still fight for the next season. But again, you won. See, I want rest for this Liverpool matter. Don't tire me. But
Just
again,
one.
you want just one. We are winning treble. They come out for qarabag Cup. We are winning treble. They come out for FA Cup. We are winning. They come out for Champions League. You can't manage to win this Premier League. It's not just 38 games.
Thank you.
Well, John, if you look at Anestot, he was saying that it's a shock. Everybody is surprised. Truthfully, anybody is surprised because first 5 games of the season, they won all 5 games. So everybody was thinking this is going to be a flying. Look at Isak now. You know, we are comparing Isak and Haaland, and also chose Isak because he can create something out of
He
nothing.
chose Isakaba.
Yeah.
He chose Isakaba.
Isak,
But-
Mbappe,
and
they are the players for me. I don't
and-
want top player who just go for post. They wait for a person to cross ball for
They
them.
there, they wait
And
now.
then Ekitike started as scoring goals and they disrupted his flow because they're trying to bring in Sak and it's not working. They bring it. They've now tried to bring that Ekitike again to start. It's not working again. But generally, what is wrong with Liverpool?
I think when we talk about what's wrong with Liverpool, I will just come back and say what happened last season with Arsenal is what we are seeing this season. Last 2 seasons, Arsenal, all their wingers gave 15 plus goals, and the following season, last season, they struggled to reach half of that number. That's what we are seeing right here. What's his name? Salah's record last season compared to this season, a shadow of himself. Talk about Cody Gakpo. Talk about the likes of the other players in there. For all the hype about the Gravenberg, the McAllister, and Curtis Jones, bro, those guys are looking bang average to me in this encounter. How do you let a PSV side run you riot the way they did yesterday? And then, of course, the only guy who signed his name out of that game was almost like playing off in the right back position. So I will still come back and tell what's his name, and his loss.
Yeah.
When you were little in your eyes, you won the Premier League with club system, club team, and club mentality. Now you want to be your own organ. How far, how market? This is the worst run in almost 50-something years for Liverpool or more. It could be more. Go back to the fundamentals. Go back to what worked last season, man. I will still come back and say that the players sold last season and replaced this season. We are feeling the after effects of players sold, and the players brought in so far this season have done nothing to help the squad the way it is. And Arne Slot he looks like a nice guy to me. And at a certain point in time, you have to become the bad guy because Klopp was the bad guy the first 2 seasons at Liverpool. He was the bad guy.
Go bench.
Straight up.
Fabio, when we
misbehave,
bench the
you
person
collect.
at the time.
You
go
misbehave, you
bench.
collect.
We play without you, we lose, no problem.
Simple. But to the point again, I will not blame Ekitike. Ekitike in this game and in this run of games is suffering the fallout of not playing frequently, because you cannot have somebody that had a perfect preseason, started the season well, you wanted to scuttle his progress by putting Isak. Now the Isak you want to put, you did not commit to Isak. So I will just say, and it's law, commit to one or to both. If you perish, you perish. But don't come and be switching this thing. It doesn't work.
Oga,
It
continue to
doesn't
switch, oh. Continue to switch. Even Nepal for Nigeria, no
It
dey
doesn't
speak.
work, please.
Continue to switch. Whether they band A or band B.
Manchester United
You know
played
what?
Højlund all the games last season.
At
Till
At
it
some
was
point, they
clear
were
to
playing.
everybody
At some
that
point, they were
yes,
playing
If you look at the
Zesty.
statistics
Is-
in this game, Liverpool had 24 shots in total, had 8 on target. PSV had only 6 shots on target and scored from 4 of those goals shots on target. And they scored just 4 out of 6 fantastic goal for PSG, and it's not need to start fixing up his team. I don't think there is anything wrong with it. It's just that sometimes this is happening in football. It happened with Pep last season. You don't know, actually know, you can't pinpoint what is wrong. You have the same team, the same players, but you are looking at them. You are playing.
The difference is we had a hangover last season after going 4 seasons in a row. We had a hangover.
People there for top position.
Go look at other teams that have done it, man. Go look at other teams. But God, I want to leave you one final stat, and this is the stat that tells the whole story of the game. Liverpool had 55 touches inside that 18.
Yeah,
any one of those 55 could have been a goal.
Yes,
but it wasn't.
That's what I'm saying.
They are overthinking it. Just shoot your ball.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you cannot pinpoint. If you look at the game, watch the game, look at the statistics, you can't pinpoint what is wrong. But anytime they attack your team, you just concede goals. But I think that how they're going to face this is that
again. I want to shots fired. Mamadashvili.
Yeah.
Second goal, and I think the 2 goals they scored in between.
Even if they remove those goals, they will still have.
Has been justified.
At least you lose 2-1 because it gets 2 goals where these people score. Where Mamadashvili supposed to save.
For me, what are they should do? First goal was a crazy handball from Vidak. I didn't know why he raised his hand. Nobody. Second, I think the second or the third goal was Konate that missed that ball before they considered that goal. I think they just need to go out and buy the Crystal Palace captain. In general, don't wait till the summer for you to go and wait for free transfer. Bring out like 30 million naira.
Buy Semenyo.
Buy 30 million.
If you wait for free transfer for summer, Real Madrid said they wait for free transfer for summer. So you call me for free. Real Madrid call me for free. I go pick Real Madrid call because Champions League is starting.
I think it makes sense. It makes sense to go and buy the Crystal Palace captain now. Bring him in January. Maybe buy Semenyo. And bring in somebody that will replace Diaz that you sold to Bayern. Replace buying maybe Semenyo, and I think it's
65M.
To be honest, I don't think you need anybody to come in and replace Diaz right now.
I disagree with you.
In the offensive play, Liverpool has enough in the offensive play.
Apart from Koligapo in that left, 2 players in that left.
Fleury.
I think the problem is that Salah is not scoring goal. You just need to bring in somebody else.
Chances.
Bring in Semenyo and the.
Thank you, QAD. Why you gonna tell me say Florian Wirtz in that left? How?
But they lost that game 4 goals. One so fantastic game for PSV. Let's not take anything away from PSV scoring 4 goals. The way we praised Nottingham Forest at the weekend to score 3 goals at Anfield. PSV scored 3 goals, scored 4 goals at Anfield. So fantastic for PSG. They beat Liverpool at home. They beat Liverpool at Anfield 4-1. The other games that happened yesterday, 7 goals thriller in Real Madrid and Olympiacos. Olympiacos was playing at home. Real Madrid scored 4 in that game. Mbappe scored in the 22nd minute, 24th minute, 29th minute, and finally on the 60th minute, he scored 4 in that game to help Real Madrid beat Olympiacos 4-3. I'll not really blame Real Madrid, because if you look at the defensive pairing, they had to put in
only one defender.
Yeah, defender and bring in
the one defender said they come out for match.
Yeah, they bring in defender left back to play in that second half. But a fantastic game for Mbappe. Mbappe has scored 9 goals in the Champions League. Yeah, he's on course to break that Cristiano Ronaldo record, obviously, because now he have 1 more match to play in the 2 more matches to play in the Champions League. Now, Mbappe has arrived obviously as Real Madrid. He is going to be the star player. Whether everybody was keep asking him
cry baby or no cry baby.
He is going to be the star player for this Real Madrid, and he scored 4 in this game to help Real Madrid win this game 4 goals.
4 goals for Mbappe, 2 assists.
You wanted to say Vini.
No, I said 4 goals for
2 assists
Mbappe, 2 assists for Vini.
Vini, yes.
I wanted to say with Vini assisting. No, before 4 goals for Mbappe, 2 assists for Vini for that same goal, and I think Vini could have gotten his goal. Got his goal. Ruled out for offside. Offside by Mbappe, who gave him the assist, which was a problem for me, because I would have seen him go like 5 goals involvement in this game. Why even he has 3 goals involvement, would have been okay to see. Again, but a good game yesterday. Going down 1 goal, I was crying. I was waiting with this.
And Mbappe got scored 3 hat-trick in
what sort of nonsense is this? How will you perform like that? And again, it was like, no need. I wanted to fought everything to lose because defense was on top of their game. But even if the defense was not complete, they had only one defender play yesterday. Felamendi was started in that game. Carrera started in that game. What's the guy at right back? Trent started in that game, which means Babadi has to go to midfield. and Agula had to drop to me where Valverde played from the flank. So another problem I saw in that game generally. I felt like Valverde should have been in that midfield.
Yes.
It would have been okay for
I don't understand that one from
but
Xabi
again,
Alonso.
why Agula goes to the flank? But again, all of them playing in the midfield where he inverts most of the time was okay. But again, it's just that one defender. That was the same thing Real Madrid suffered last season under Ancelotti. Just one available defender all season. At some point, this one they go, this one they come back. Even like they do tag team. Yeah, shake me, enter, go.
He hasn't improved so far this season too.
So which that injury listing has not improved. And I said it in the summer that you need to get proper centre backs. You need to get proper centre backs. In the match, while the match was progressing, you take off your only centre back, while Chabani goes back to defend, and you bring in an attacker. That was another thing the man did in that game that I felt as Yeso, I felt like this guy, Ijikwahu.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I had to ask.
It's crazy for me.
I had to ask Ijikwahu. The only and that was only to the third goal for Olympiacos. But again, I was supporting Olympiacos because our brother was playing there.
He started on the bench.
And he was on the bench all game. All game. And that's what I asked my guy, wait till happen. Did he offend you? Because this is the game he played 3 at the back. This manager plays 3 at the back with Bruno, which he played as left wing back for him. But again, going into this game with 4 at the back and not getting the guy the opportunity to even give the shot of, let's see if he can hold down that defense for that. It was crazy for me.
It's crazy, but Madrid won that game. I won't say comfortably. They had to fight for that.
No, it was a comfortable win.
Yeah.
It's not a comfortable win.
From 1-0, you come back, do 3.
They can't concede 3-2, 4-2.
You can't concede 3-2. You can't score again. You know, it's comfortable. Because if Madrid come out all those players, they start now put academy. They go still win this game by 4.
I disagree with you.
Sure.
I disagree with you. One thing that will not, and I want to tie it back to the Liverpool game. Remember last season when Liverpool were winning the league, everybody was celebrating for them. But if you go back and watch every game and the stats for every game, you see that Liverpool were conceding just as much as they are this season. The difference is that they are not scoring as much. And if you come to this Real Madrid team, they are conceding just as much last season as they are this season.
Yeah,
the difference is in some games they are outscoring.
Yeah, I think they need to find a way to fix that defense. Even though they have a couple of defenders out injured, they need to find a way to bring them back. So Kylian Mbappe scored 4 in this particular game, and he has reached 21 goals for Real Madrid this season. He is the top scorer in the La Liga, and he is the top scorer in the Champions League.
Wow.
So when it comes to goals, knock at Mbappe's door. Now, I know Haaland will be somewhere and be shaking his head. How is this people don't score past me?
Haaland is going to overtake. I'm not worried.
Haaland did not play the last game. They lost yesterday, day before yesterday. But Mbappe played and scored 4 in this game. Fantastic game. I think the record for Champions is 15 goals, right, for Cristiano Ronaldo in a particular season.
It's doable, man.
Come on, it's almost doable. It's doable, and have longer games now in Champions League, just like we have extended World Cup now. So, but let's see if Mbappe is going to break that record at the highest number of goals in a single season. He has 9 already. 2 more games remaining in the group stages before knockout stages. So almost games plenty everywhere. But let's see. Fantastic game for
meant to be broken.
Yeah, fantastic game for. I know Cristiano Ronaldo will be praying. I will say that this period, say we they play Champions League, we will have an extended games to score more goals.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So he will be happy that I maintain even try break a record.
Mbappe has scored 21 goals for Real Madrid this season. Fantastic game for him to score 4, but they beat Olympiacos away to Greece 4-3. Okay, other games that happened yesterday. Atletico Madrid scored a last-minute header.
As predicted.
Inter Milan 2-1. Game was 1-1 entering 19 minutes plus, and a corner kick from Griezmann, and the defender handed it in to make it 2-1. Fantastic game for Atletico.
As predicted. Not so how far?
What did not did that one?
9 club now. Inter Milan this, Inter Milan that.
Like Inter Milan now. You know like
Viva Inter Milan. But keep the form and hand. Don't even make I talk. I've always supported Inter Milan. I said it here on the show. I would want Inter Milan to win if only Kivu would do the right thing. And he didn't do the right thing. But again, he just got unlucky. I would just say he just got unlucky last night with the 10-minute goal from I think the last kick of the game, which it could have been either ways. If it was a throw-in, if it was a throw-in for blue final whistle, but now corner, you guys give them, make them play their corner, and they scored from it, which means I don't have any excuse than to just say I take my loss with my full chest. I am sorry for the loss. Kivu, please do better next time. On to the next one.
Okay.
That's how to take a loss. You don't come and defend yourself and tell yourself it's substitution from coach. People, you try.
John, let's talk about Atalanta. Atalanta went away to
Oh my
Germany, to
goodness.
Frankfurt, and won that game 3-0. All the games had 3 goals in it throughout yesterday in the Champions League. Lookman scored in the 60th minute and got an assist in that game. So fantastic game for Lookman. He got an assist in that game.
Yes, he got a goal and an assist. Fantastic one for Lookman. Lookman is starting to get back to that form we saw him have last season and the season before, where he won the what's it called now? Europa League, and also pushed Atlanta to
for
the
the
top
Champions
3
League this
position.
season.
You get, so we are starting to see that after his beginning of this season being scuttled by the club and the management and all that saga, finally is back to playing his best football. Like I would say, how you take a punch in the face is how you respond, is because it's happened. There's nothing more you can do about it. You just have to get back to business and do business as usual, which is go there, play your football, sell yourself, get a better move out of the club and move on. That partnership with Charles de Catalia is something that we have to talk about, because these two guys feed off each other, they supply each other, and they perform for the team. So kudos to them. Kudos also to Ederson, who got the third goal in that game.
Yeah, fantastic, and also fantastic game for Lookman. I'm interested in Lookman.
No matter you want to look, man, thank God for this man being out of the job. Yuri. No matter I say it, manager cannot come in and take and start a fight or continue the fight from the past manager.
It's crazy, man.
Again, you put the player on the bench because of form. Put him in the first team training. See if he's okay to run. You monitor his progress from there. You don't just put him on the bench and say because the other team he's not available through. He had a saga in the transfer window. You come in, he had a saga. Season has started and you don't have a
Work with
player.
everybody.
Work with him. See what you get. Then while the transfer window is closed, while the debate is still going on, it's just between him and Board. You can be fighting with Board and come and be scoring hat-trick every match. Ferguson did it. I think it was the players who did it. I think it was Rooney at some point, Cristiano Ronaldo at some point.
Olegun and Solskjaer too, fighting for a first team position, still performing off the bench.
You get, so it's like that manager. I think the man didn't get the job right, but again, Lookman in this game. If you look at the way they set up to play, I was thinking, German energy, Frankfurt, all of those things. Bam, 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 Michu Batshuayi, all of those players. God say we're going to be top-notch attack, and the pressure was going to be high on them. But Lookman, I think Atlanta, for the life of me, I don't know where they saw the corner. I don't know where they picked the ball or they turned the corner, and I think they're building well on it.
Okay, they won that game. Lookman got a goal and assist. Fantastic game for him.
Let's hope to see better. Let's hope to see better in the.
Yeah, Samaka is back from after being out for
scored
1 year.
He
Scored in the weekend and got assist in this game. So hopefully Atlanta is going to be doing well. Okay, other games. Sporting Lisbon beat Club Brugge 3-0. Fantastic for Sporting Lisbon.
Another guy I like, Heumann, Martin Heumann. I just say this guy is going to want to come my club. That kind of baller for midfield. Make it come. Make me get. And he's going to have Paqueta, Sunchek, Fernandez, Heumann.
Wetin bring club wey no dey Europe this season into this conversation now?
We dey go Europe very soon. No worry. How we go take Chris J? No go know, but we dey go Europe.
Okay.
Either by FA Cup, by finishing the top 8.
Or by relegation.
Okay, well let's see. Okay, let's see. Fantastic game for Sporting Lisbon to win that game 3-0. Okay, Monaco and Pafos played a 2-2 draw, and David Luiz scored again in the Champions League for Pafos in this game. Fantastic for him. Pogba was on the bench, but he did not play this one. They are trying to manage his minutes. So fantastic. So all fantastic game all round in the Champions League. Yesterday, every single game had 3 goals in it. So it was a fantastic game. If you're a neutral and your club is not playing, like Manchester United fans and our club are not playing, and you are watching as a neutral, I know you go enjoy.
Shots fired.
You go enjoy yesterday's. You go enjoy yesterday's game very, very, very well because
Shots fired.
Full everywhere. So fantastic game of football. It's going to be an interesting game because Chelsea on Tuesday beat Barcelona in the Champions League, and Arsenal beat Bayern Munich, and both teams. Chelsea is going to play. Arsenal.
They don't use Bayern and Bayern
on Sunday.
Mind you, this Bayern beats Chelsea.
Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting
so no matter you want to train with Bayern and you are playing the back.
If Chelsea want to get close to the Premier League, they need to beat Arsenal because the 6 points between them. So, but we're going to talk about that on Saturday. So, John, make sure you join us. You go hot. Chelsea versus Arsenal, you go hot. You go hot very, very well. Maresca versus Arteta. But if you look at the league table, after game week 5 in the Champions League, Arsenal is the only team that are perfect. Arsenal has played 5 games, won 5, drawn 0 and lost 0. They have scored 14 goals and conceded only 1 goal. They have 15 points on the table. Fantastic, Arsenal, fantastic. Maybe it not be like Liverpool last season, we go top league, go knockout, go crash out for the first knockout round. Okay, PSG have moved to second with 12 points. Bayern Munich dropped to third position with 12 points. Inter Milan still have 12 points, fourth on the table. Okay, Real Madrid have moved up fifth position, 12 points. Sixth on the table is Burussia Dortmund with 10 points. Chelsea has moved to top 8 qualification with 10 points. Even though that Sporting Lisbon has 10 points, Man City has 10 points, Atlanta has 10 points, so it's still up for grabs. In quotes, the only thing that is not guaranteed that will finish top 8 is going to be Arsenal. So it's just 2 more games remaining. Just 2 more games remaining. Okay, 3 more games remaining. 3 more games. Arsenal just need one of those games. I think one of those games is Pafos or Kairat. I can't remember. So they could just qualify for that top 4. But let's see. I don't know if I could give you guys top 24, but go to the internet and check who and who.
Just tell them the top 8 and the bottom 4. Bottom.
People that made the table, but the top. I just give you the top 8 of the champions. But let's see. In today's Europa League, I just give you the game that happened. Aston Villa will play Young Boys. Who's going to win this Europa League? English boys playing.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa will play Young Boys. Then the reason Nottingham Forest is playing Malmo. Who wins in the game?
Malmo.
Forest, please.
Okay, let's see who wins in that game. Okay, let's get your own contribution about the games that happened yesterday in the Champions League. I know everybody is trying to call in to find to give their own contribution. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Godwin, good morning.
Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
Yeah, this is Bishop Godwin.
Okay, Bishop, your contribution.
Fire shot, we take
But the Bishop, as a neutral, you know, enjoy yesterday's game. Talk the truth.
We have it in our cabinet.
Okay.
Okun Kasiobi. Okun Kasiobi.
And if you go next time, you go collect them again.
Okay, I think the network is bad. Please call us back 0706
participating for participating case. Say.
5853. Okay, let's take phone calls before we go to our YouTube channel to read some of the comments. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
I greet you especially. This is Alex calling.
Okay, Alex, your contribution quickly. All right.
Good morning, Alex.
John, I don't understand. You like yourself. Why would you say that in your lifetime you have given Arteta respect? Yes, you said the person they should give kudos.
For you.
Arteta is Andre Beta. Andre Beta. You are giving kudos more than you are giving kudos more than Arteta. Give kudos to Andre Beta more than Arteta. Yes, you are giving your almost high respect in a lifetime. Arteta, yes. I don't understand where you are coming from with that.
So talk about yesterday's game.
What I can tell you is that as Arteta have come to build a team, a formidable team.
Truthfully.
That the whole world would want to. In fact, he would be afraid to play now. I'm telling you, any other team, bring any other team you want to mention now that would want to play this Arsenal team now, this Arteta team now, that would not want to grind that result. You know that when you want to face Arsenal now, you'll be afraid. You don't know the outcome, but you'll be sure not playing one shot on target. If you don't yourself, you are going to score a goal.
Bayern Munich had only 2 yesterday. Bayern Munich had only 2 yesterday.
They tried. Bayern Munich is Bayern Munich. They are a formidable team also. But Arsenal,
I go beat Arsenal.
You understand? No matter what you want to do, that's now. They are the favorites both in the Champions League and in the But you see, what is that? Tottenham. I'm giving kudos to Thomas Frank because this is his first outcome in the Champions League. Yet he's scoring goals in the Champions League. Yeah, he's trying his best. He's bringing out results.
All right, thank you.
I didn't expect him to win PSG in France.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's see what will happen.
He said everybody is scared of Arsenal.
Everybody's
London rivals.
Sunderland is not scared of
London
Arsenal.
rivals are not scared of Arsenal.
Now West Ham, Abi.
London rivals are not
Okay,
scared of
hello.
Arsenal. When we meet,
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good mo-
Good morning.
Good morning.
To you. Name and location, please.
Okay, Samuel from Abu.
Okay, your contribution quickly.
Okay, I know that John and Lonzo. But anyway, John, Godwin said that Madrid scored, and you still say how far. I don't understand. She just to keep all the players so that they will not go and progress in other clubs. So all those players that is performing well in Arsenal, even in Man City, is it not a club that
give them
bought those players?
Yeah.
Even the one that is performing well at Chelsea, is it not the club that sold them to Chelsea?
Yes.
I don't understand. So every time it's not all about that. Let us at least we the fans are supposed to have the majority of the banter. You people, we are listening to people to let we call them banter.
Okay.
But I know sometimes I don't know where you are serious or analyzing, but okay. But for Arsenal, yesterday, kudos to them. They really tried. So Arsenal is a bit to be busy. So anybody that is have Arsenal to play need to prepare very well. So then the weekend match, Arsenal is so yeah, that's last season. Then we go for revenge.
Okay.
And then because this season Arsenal went for this revenge. That is their brother, being your brother's keeper.
Okay. All right. You go see. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Obviously, he's a Chelsea fan, so nobody wants to know about their club, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Let's see. 07060485853. Hello. Good morning.
Hello,
good morning to you. Name and location, please.
This is the man that got mine.
Okay. Your contribution.
You should be playing Arsenal song. Because God appreciates today. Well, it's not a shock. It's not a proof that Arsenal is the best team on the planet.
Currently with it. Yes, currently, yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
John was saying yesterday that Bayern Munich is just last. I said Arsenal is going to win the match. They were not going to score, even though it's the twice this season. Bayern Munich, I said it the other time. Arsenal have 25-man first 11. Everybody is in first 11. They are all good. There is no roof. There is no leakage in that team.
Apart from the strikers, though.
But before you score, before you get shot again, pray to God. And you see that as Arsenal is.
All right, thank you. Arsenal is too good.
And they are winning this Champions League.
That's so.
My hand no day for that one. No.
They are winning Champions League. They are winning the FA Cup.
Oh, okay. We lost. Like you say, good. That means Arsenal is going to win treble. That's what it means.
Whoa. It means Arsenal is going for Pete.
Okay.
4.
It go hard though.
Quadruple.
It go hard though. Okay, on our YouTube channel.
Qarabag Cup, FA Cup,
Champions League, on our YouTube channel, remember guys, we are
wait.
live on YouTube at Gold FM Sport. And Epic tells is here, as Manchester United is absent everywhere in Europe and still winding themselves in the EPL, let Arsenal win the treble. It's going to be a sweet way to end their trophy drought. Good morning, guys. Okay, Jaja Sonto is here on our YouTube channel. He's saying, good morning, guys. Okay, tremendous work for Arteta has done with this squad. Emmanuel is saying, Nonso, you used 2 screens and left one of the biggest matches. How can you not watch Arsenal versus
what's my
Bayern
business
Munich?
with Arsenal versus
Okay.
No, Real Madrid is not the biggest.
Chooks is saying Kylian Mbappe is likely to break Cristiano Ronaldo record in the Champions League. Okay, the Gojota's loss is still affecting Liverpool season.
Not so for how many weeks?
Okay, Paul is here. Paul is saying Arsenal always do well in the start of the league, but ends up winning nothing. Clayton is here. Slot out, nothing more, nothing less. Slot out. They say Madrid should sack Alonso so that they can sack Slot. Then we can hire Alonso, our legend. Okay. Let's take the call. Hello, good morning.
They laugh. No, why they laugh like this?
Okay.
Why they laugh like this?
Okay. Yeah, the network was breaking. Yeah. If they don't win this one, you go problem.
The banter go there direct.
Liverpool fans don't calm down now.
Yes.
It was John and his best and Now they don't calm down small. So now
City
some
pool.
allow us now make them talk. If they say they can be quarter wahala. Sometimes so I let them be congratulations to the upcoming good, the next good, Kylian Okechukwu Mbappe.
I'm not giving a people name.
Madrid is not.
He remained to give a title.
Yes, Madrid is shaky, but congratulations to Mbappe. But who won the Champions League last? You remember where they end after the league?
Yes.
Yes, the league, yeah.
So if you remember there, you
His PSV was even struggling. PSG was even
They finished in
struggling.
23rd.
As far as the job is concerned, that's not
Thank you. Thank you.
When this finish,
We're gonna
Go
be the champions in the league.
PSG will win the Champions League last year. We know where they ended.
Yeah,
Yes.
about 20 something.
23rd. They second to the last.
Okay,
It's good for us. It's the league taking for us.
okay.
We not get PSG ended last year.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then we the Champions League. For now, when Champions League starts,
You go know. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much,
Okay. Let's see. Arsenal is truthfully after his stuff this season, and they are doing it without strikers. If they can buy, you're correct. Even you're correct. Havertz is back, and Jesus is back. More. Arsenal is going to be unbeatable. It's hard. Look at their. I talk about their defense all the time because it's about the unit. You bring a Hincapié. You bring a Hincapié against Spurs, fantastic. Mosquera against Hurricane of all people. When I saw the lineup, I was like, Hurricane. No, say Hurricane they play, but he trusted Mosquera, and Mosquera did the job. Like, see, that Hurricane no even did that much. Hurricane did not have any shot on target for 90 minutes.
Simple.
That was how good Arsenal was yesterday. Fantastic game for them. Okay, let's take the final call before we end the show. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Godwin. This is Leroy coming from Enugu.
Okay, your contribution.
Yeah, all those Chelsea fans, I will form them on Sunday.
You know, just the big mouth this for this show.
Leroy will go sanction you.
Let me tell you something. When Arsenal did not concede in the Champions League, they said that the perfect record Arsenal has kept was not conceding. Not until they conceded yesterday. Now, the perfect record Arsenal is keeping now is that they've won all their 5 matches.
Yeah.
You see bad money, you see this Premier League and the Champions League. Bro,
now when I get them.
Anybody where I start now with I want to start for Chelsea, buddy. Those Chelsea fans, they feel say because they don't win Bayern, they feel say Arsenal will come take the win.
They don't win Bayern, no. Bayern win.
Okay.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Past how many people they just scored Arsenal 3 goals. I'm too surprised with that record. I wasn't even the only disappointment was that goal they conceded, but no problem. But because of that goal I conceded, I had to beat them. Not to give their perfect start and bring them back to the start of the table. You see Chelsea, I will form them like I will dream them. I will dream them that dream them. You know you go carry weight. You know when you carry weight, you go perform more for your
If you like dream,
shaving a weekend, we go see how far. We go see how far. Coming down.
Truthfully, Arsenal has actually done well in this particular season. They have lost only 1 game with that fantastic free kick from Zobo's life. Minus that, Arsenal probably have been unbeaten till now in the whole season, which is a fantastic record for them. They have conceded less goals. They are even scoring goals, even though without the striker, they are still scoring goals. But let's see how they are going to get. As Bishop just said, Liverpool finished first in the last season champions, and they got
7 straight wins, 1 loss.
Yeah, and they got knocked out of the first game in the knockout stage. So anything can be possible. And PSG that finished about 21 on the table won the Champions League. So anything is possible. But let's see. But it's going to be an interesting weekend of football. First, second in the Premier League, we play the first in the Premier League. So on Saturday we'll talk about it. Don't miss that show. You go hot. The banter go full everywhere. Somebody must collect something.
You go collect.
But let's see. For a fantastic game for Arsenal, fantastic game for Real Madrid. For Liverpool, we're gonna go fix on ourselves because a lot is happening at Liverpool. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you for all the calls. Thank you for those that join us on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are always live on YouTube at Bold FM Sport. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely day.
The matter continues tomorrow.